championship match in our history.
If you look into the eyes of Samoa Joe, you can see the ever-present determination that's led Joe to the top of the mountain is in full effect tonight.
And what has brought Shinsuke Nakamura back to his home country.
Once again, I do not own any of this music.
Was once his.
Oh well, I'll just leave it the way it is. I don't like these camera angles. But what are you gonna do? It's a live event. Yeah, some of them are really weird. They must have, and so much of this is Nakamura must have felt his time. And really enjoyed it.
An atmosphere, a reception fit for a king returning home, the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura, with a home field advantage in this NXT title bout.
I'm talking my head on wrong, but whatever.
A moment that feels tailor-made for the king of strong style.
This building is absolutely electric. We're gonna have a big time throwdown. Referee better get things under control.
Everybody's so serious. Never seen Nakamura so serious. Oh, the announcer's still there. I thought he left. I thought he already did his thing.
Introducing the challenger from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura!
Hang on, let me check something. No, it should be working right. I don't know why it's like that.
And his opponents, from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds,
I mean, it's
he
like
is the
black.
NXT champion, Samoa Joe!
See, as the traditional streamers are taken out of the ring, a strong following for the king of strong style. Like we said, home field advantage could come into play. That said, Samoa Joe, no stranger to Japan. He's had a lot of success in the land of the rising sun.
And two superstars who have battled all over the planet. And tonight they throw down for the NXT Championship, the most coveted prize our brand has to offer.
Come on, start the match.
Yeah, have to imagine, Tom, Nakamura feels like he's got the weight of his entire home country on his shoulders to perform in this match. Samoa Joe, however, no such pressure. Joe just needs to come in, perform, and defend.
Shinsuke Nakamura knocking off Samoa Joe this past summer in Brooklyn. And then Samoa Joe winning back the title last month in Toronto.
See these two incredibly talented strikers just feeling one another out.
This match isn't
What does Shin need to do to win his title match for tonight?
I don't have an answer for you, Tom.
And
Samoa
like
Joe has
so
been
many
so
matches
dominant
with
as of
these
late.
guys.
I don't think anybody saw Toronto happening the way it did.
Incredible.
Joe dethroning the King. But Samoa Joe is incredibly confident tonight. Let me ask you, Tom, what does Joe have to do to retain?
Samoa Joe obviously was showing he was going to do whatever it took in Toronto to win the title, took advantage, went for a low blow on Shinsuke Nakamura to set up the muscle buster. If he goes with that tonight, it might help him. The champion's advantage here tonight is Shinsuke Nakamura, the mind games once again.
He does that every single match.
Remember, champion's advantage here tonight in Osaka.
Right.
Good vibrations in the corner. Japan's seen it many times before. The championship cannot change hands on a count out or disqualification. Only by pinfall or submission we find out who our champion is.
Smart maneuver by Samoa Joe, rolling out, collecting his thoughts.
This is what Samoa Joe does best, is putting the pace of the match in his hands. He will not allow Shinsuke Nakamura to control this fight. Referee in between this.
Classic Samoa Joe. You don't have to like the strategy, but it was effective nonetheless.
Wednesdays. The Divas face the greatest voice of all change.
I'm the biggest in WWE history.
New season, new Divas, no rules.
So that's right, bitch. I'm still here. You took my money away? You took my husband.
I don't know whether I need Advil or vodka.
Total Divas.
Only that many.
Wednesdays at 8.
Benefits.
Only on E!
And Samoa Joe is all over Shinsuke Nakamura here. Nakamura could tap out
Joe
here.
looking to end this thing early in the center of the ring. Nakamura might as well be a mile from the bottom rope. Joe has the STF locked in deep.
How heartbreaking will this be for Shinsuke Nakamura to lose here in his home country of Japan?
What a smooth transition. This could be it. Great strategy by Joe, trying to tear the shoulder of Nakamura out of the socket.
Nakamura wagging the finger saying not so fast, trying to get to the bottom rope. Can he break this submission here from Samoa Joe?
If there's ever a home field advantage present right now, would be when Nakamura needs the extra bit of will to survive this submission.
Samoa Joe, all 282 pounds of him on the spine of Shinsuke Nakamura, but the damage might be done. Look at Shinsuke trying to use his long legs, gets to the bottom rope.
There's a quickness by Nakamura. Joe adjusting his weight to clench back, and Shin finding just the slightest opportunity to escape. But you did make a good point, Tom. The damage may have already been done. Nakamura was in that submission for a long time.
Now Nakamura sees what's coming here from Samoa Joe. This is where the difficulty in their bouts is out-muscling Samoa Joe. Now Shinsuke.
I want a takedown using this leg trip from inside, looking for an armbar. But Samoa Joe able to block. As long as Joe's hands are clenched, Shinsuke cannot lock on the armbar completely.
Now Nakamura, man's got some MMA training in his background here, but can't seem to break it. Now here's it looks like a cover momentarily. Shoulders down, out at one.
Yeah, Nakamura has a MMA background, but Samoa Joe incredibly proficient in jiu-jitsu himself. Sharp elbows to the head. If Shinsuke can pass Joe's arm underneath his chin, it will complete the triangle.
Now just raining down those forearms here while he can here on Samoa Joe. Now Joe's got his foot on the bottom rope, and the official trying to split these two apart.
Great ring awareness by the champion, using the ropes to his advantage to break the hold. Shinsuke was not able to lock in the triangle fully.
Shinsuke trying to knock some life into the left knee. Took a lot of punishment just a few moments ago.
so focused on TV, I got a little jumpy.
Oh, think about the reverse exploder here and a shot to the knee.
It's like, I'm not expecting you to nice suplex.
What a
I'm not
power
expecting
display
you
by the
to
challenger.
back.
Big German suplex by Nakamura, and he's got Osaka behind him.
Shinsuke's feeling it. Could we be seeing it?
Miss.
Slam. Joe, cover to retain the title. Shinsuke kicked out. What a sequence there between champion and challenger here in the Etihad Arena.
Now take a look at this from Shinsuke Nakamura. Massive German suplex dumping the champion right on the back of his neck. And it looked like Shinsuke was thinking Kinshasa, but the champion had other plans.
Give credit to Nakamura, a lot of force behind that, but he hung around here in this match.
You're absolutely right, but you gotta wonder, Tom, this is the first night of this massive NXT tour. Could jet lag come into play for either one of these superstars? They spent a lot of time on a plane before tonight.
Oh.
Brutal chop by Joe.
Well, think of the muscle buster. This will attempt to win the title in the past.
Here we go.
Nakamura able to evade for a moment. Oh!
The champion evades a Kinshasa. Joe, coquina clutch.
Behind here on Shinsuke Nakamura, can he yank Nakamura to the ground?
Joe's got the coquina clutch locked in tight in the center of the ring.
Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura might be fading right here.
This could be humiliating for Nakamura to be put to sleep in front of his home country.
Oh!
German suplex by Joe. We've seen this before.
Oh, Shinsuke's seen it before, knew what was coming.
Suplex.
Oh, and another German. Turn him inside out.
Nakamura may be out. He looks exhausted.
Joe's thinking about a cover here to retain the NXT Championship. Nakamura at a 2.5.
For the first time, we see a look of frustration on the face of the NXT champion, Samoa Joe.
Braves, what is this weight advantage playing in right now here? You got 280 pounds on Samoa Joe against Shinsuke.
A lot of times I would say that the bigger man, the longer the match goes on, works against his advantage. But Samoa Joe has endurance second to none. Right now it's up to Nakamura to be able to overcome the weight advantage.
Chance of Nakamura here in Osaka, inevitably getting under the skin of Samoa Joe. Now it go back up to the top rope, thinking about the muscle buster yet again, and Shinsuke able to battle free. Caught with the enziguri, dunked outside the ring.
I couldn't disagree with you anymore, Phillips. This crowd has not come into play at all in the psyche of Samoa Joe. Joe is sticking to his game plan, and it's working out very well. The champion has completely dominated the challenger thus far, Tom.
During the commercial break here, Samoa Joe tried to use the steel stairs as a weapon against Shinsuke Nakamura, much like we saw in Toronto.
Looks like Joe's staying the course, going to give it another shot using the stairs.
Oh, no. Try to do it one more time. And Nakamura chopping down the champion.
Just screaming at the camera.
Nakamura with a seemingly endless flurry of elbow strikes, preserving his opportunity to once again become champion.
Oh! Knee to the back of the neck, and Samoa Joe's face went off the steel.
This is Nakamura's moment. If he's able to capitalize, we could see a new champion.
And you can hear the officials saying he got to get back in before the 10 count. Shinsuke Nakamura knows he can only win the championship inside the ring by pinfall or submission.
But Nakamura is clearly exhausted. Can barely drag his own body inside the ring.
Oh, my legs.
And again after the left knee. This was the left there on Samoa Joe, knee to the midsection, right to the back of the neck.
Not what I thought they were going to do.
Oh!
Sliding knee to the ear. Not too many people will come up with the upper hand in a strike exchange with Samoa Joe. Nakamura is that man.
That's why they call him a King of Strong Style, up on the shoulders of Nakamura. There's the weight.
The weight advantage of Joe just too much. Nakamura exhausted, unable to keep up the champ's weight.
At the same time, Samoa Joe hit hard on his weight down the apron and then outside of the ring.
Yeah, but so did Nakamura. Nakamura went down hard himself.
Too much weight for him.
Nakamura going up to the top turnbuckle.
It's going to be the knee strike, the prelude, Tom. We know what's coming next.
That was like the third knee
Could
strike.
it happen here in Osaka?
Samoa Joe is down. Shinsuke Nakamura feeling it
I
from
really
Japan.
don't know
The
what's
NXT
happening,
universe
but
is on
I
their
have an
feet.
idea.
Here
It's
we
a
go.
house show.
Kinshasa!
Running over the champion. Cover. Shinsuke Nakamura has won it.
He actually won?
And new NXT champion, Shinsuke Nakamura!
One of the classic moments in NXT history. Shinsuke Nakamura returns home to Japan and becomes a two-time NXT champion.
The
Yeah,
celebration's
really cheering
underway
things up at
already.
NXT house
I
show,
gotta be
don't
perfectly honest with you. I'm stunned. I thought there was no way Samoa Joe was dethroned this soon after capturing his second NXT
Holy
championship.
smokes.
But Nakamura did the impossible. Shinsuke Nakamura in front of his home country here in Osaka, Japan, able to take down the NXT champion first with the prelude.
The knee
But
to
it
the
does
back of the
make
neck of
sense.
Shinsuke Nakamura lining it up.
But-
and the Kinshasa right on the jaw. And this is what brought the
Why would you-
arena to its feet. The NXT Universe won. We have a new NXT champion.
Why would you ever lose at Toronto then? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Obviously, emotions at an all-time high for Nakamura to leave his homeland to pursue NXT, to become one of the biggest superstars
cool
of
and all,
sports
but
entertainment,
it just
to
doesn't
return
make
home
any
and
sense.
capture the gold in front of his home. It's got to be surreal.
Whatever. At least he's champion again. And that makes me happy. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I just think that lost at Toronto.
It's going to be one of those moments you look back in the history of NXT. You think about TakeOver Brooklyn, what happened in Toronto. You're going to remember what happened here tonight in Osaka, Japan, between Samoa
That's all I'm
Joe
saying.
and our new NXT champion, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Never get tired of that.
Absolutely incredible atmosphere. The love raining down on the king from his homeland. What a night. Certainly one Nakamura
Totally
will never
fucking
ever
mime on the
forget.
crowd. This is cool
The
to see though.
incredible sight here tonight
Wish
in
they did
Osaka,
this more
Japan.
often.
Let's take one more look back at this
The left crowds are way better than the Florida crowd.
NXT Championship race. This was, as you said, a pretty here right to the back of the neck.
Knee of Nakamura right
watching
to
the
the spine of
replays.
Samoa Joe. And we've seen it over and over again. The Kinshasa, the move that broke the jaw of Samoa Joe in Brooklyn, knocked Samoa Joe off the throne tonight.
A moment of elation for Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well,
What's going on, NXT Universe? I am Charlie Caruso. A big congratulations
Okay,
to
this is
Shinsuke
pointless.
Nakamura on becoming a two-time NXT champion. But now, the King of Strong Style will have to figure out how to keep his hands on that title. Because